The very first question that came into my head and awoken my senses. Are humans eternally weak? Whatever they do, wherever they are, whether in work, in life or in love, they just somehow felt lonely. Or rather they felt empty. But the denials of a human character may lead him or her nowhere. The question, are we alone by the end of the day? Just how long could a man tolerate? I've always wondered. Some couldn't control the destiny. Some are controlled by reality. Life is not a destination. It's about the journey. I've always felt that we are exposed to an 80% of hatred, agony and pain. And how much attention do we actually pay to 20% of goodwill? Take for instance, you don't see the younger generations helping the seniors crossing the roads every day. But you see at least 80% of people smoking in the streets. Is this a rampant society? Perhaps there are many others from different walks of life. When you start to watching this little summary of my life, you may think I'm a very contradicting person. Perhaps a sadist or just a quiet guy. But maybe that's me, maybe that's not. I'm not entirely perfect. I'm just a boy who wants to live a normal, civilized and well-formed life. How much I actually ventured in life, I don't know. All I know is, before this story begins, I just hope you keep in mind two words: responsibility and consequences. I live in an executive building north of Singapore. It's some big old building for residents' accommodation. You see, I've been living alone since I was 8. Being independent, I'm almost inured to the feeling of loneliness. I rarely made any friends and gradually became a reticent person. It got so bad that I developed a phobia among the people around me, which made me abstain from the influence of my surroundings. It's funny how I get so preoccupied with my thoughts that I became oblivious to the surroundings. I lost my senses and my heart.
Hi, may I? Are you always alone? I notice you don't talk much. You want one?
I don't really know. I am sort of a reserved person.
Oh, so you mean you didn't have a girlfriend, like someone who could actually understand you?
No one really understands me.
But why? I mean, you seem like a nice guy and you're blessed with good looks.
People with good looks may not have good blessings.
Oh no, break time is up. I'll chat with you another time. My name's Clara, by the way. And you?
Aaron. Hey, wait. I was thinking if we can have coffee someday.
That'd be great.
How about this Sunday afternoon at maybe at the park entrance?
Sure.
It was my first real love at first sight. I never knew what made me talk to Clara. I never had the guts to speak to anyone, but her radiant complexion seems to be beaming over me. I thought she was my miracle, my first hope of sociality, and the breaking of my solitary and isolation. I've been looking forward to see her smile and the day has come. And the question just came into my head. How should I present myself to her? Should I show her my true form? My shaggy look of desperation to get rid of my loneliness? Or should I fake a pretendance that I'm a man of wealth and happiness? I think perhaps I should keep myself simple.
Hey, hi. Sorry, am I late?
No, you're not. I just came a while ago. Your drinks. It's probably none of my business, man. Are you attached?
No. We weren't about to get a degree. It just became obvious that we couldn't see each other.
I'm sorry. How are you doing?
Better?
So how long have you been working?
Probably around 6 months.
You're not studying?
No. Actually, I'm trying to save some cash and then travel around the world. I've always wanted to visit France because I love the scenery and
Around the world? Why? I mean, most people wishes to establish their mind here with money and power in Singapore. But then, you're different.
I always wondered why God didn't give us wings when He created us. Because then, I would soar through the skies and travel far to isolated places. I want to travel around the world and give a helping hand to those who didn't have a second chance to live, and those who are lonely. I'm sorry, it's just a fool dream to you.
No, it's not. It's your dream. Knowing what you want in life is half the battle won. I mean, most people don't really know what they want in life. It really brings out much more confidence within yourself.
You know, Aaron, before I actually knew you, I always thought you were quiet. But now, I guess I really see who you are. So here it is. I'm staying on 8.
The 8.
Yeah, it's the top floor.
Oh. Good night, Clara.
Good night. Hi, Aaron.
Hi.
Thanks for walking me home last night.
Welcome. Thanks for sharing your room with me.
As nearing the end of January, would you like to be my date on Valentine's Day?
Sure.
We keep in contact then. I need to go now. See you another time.
Clara? Clara? What? Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
This?
What do you mean this? Don't you know I smoke? Look, it's no big deal, alright? I'm trying very hard to quit.
Try to cut down. Really. Hello.
Hello, Aaron. Something has happened. Leave me quickly. I'm going to police post.
Bro, she was arrested for hallucinating with a few other girls. But don't worry, I managed to bail her out. She really needs your care and concern now. Her parents gave half an hour ago. Her father even reprimanded her in front of me and my colleagues. They even refused to bail her out. I know how she feels right now. She really needs your love and concern, bro.
I know what you're gonna say right now. I didn't keep my promise. I'm never better than others. Maybe we don't really know each other from the start. This relationship will never have a happy ending. If you want to break off with me, we stop seeing each other forever. I just want to say I'm really sorry.
I felt sorry for her. She's alone. She's all I had. And I may be the last loved ones she hoped for. I wouldn't know what to do even if I was in her shoes. She needs me now. She needs understanding, care and concern. It's not about trust and dreams now. It's about love. It's about how much she meant to me. And I have to be accommodative. I need to help her.
ignoring me.
Every time I felt troubled, I would sit here and pray to God. Every time I felt like crying, God says it's not wrong to cry. Crying is not a crime. Every time I question God, He says, people always ask me questions about how they can escape from life just to start a new beginning. But escaping is not an appropriate choice. Everyone wants a miracle to happen. If you pray for hope, you can make the miracle happen. It also took me a while to realize what God is trying to put right through my head. He wants us to think about our responsibility and consequences. To get something that you really want in life, you must prove you are worth to get it. I remember when my mom cried reluctantly as my dad was cremated. She gave all her love to him and me. She didn't recover from the loss since then and passed away 3 years later. I've already lost both of my loved ones. I'm left with a Soledad in this world. I felt emptiness inside me till I found you. I'm afraid of losing you, Clara. I want to groom you to be a better person. I want to be accommodative, to show you my care and concern. I don't wish to see you in such state. I love you, Clara. Can you promise me that we will be like this forever?
I can promise you, Aaron. The doctors diagnosed me with lung failure when I was sent to prohibition centers the past few months. I requested to spend the last chapters of my life really just to be with you. I admit my wrongdoings, and this is what I deserved. I just hope you could forgive me, because I really love you too. I want to cherish your time I've left now, because I'm about to say goodbye to you soon.
That night, after what Clara had told me, I prayed to God again, asking why all these mishaps happened to me. Questions after questions went through my head. I couldn't sleep. Is bringing and taking my loved ones in and out of my life a fun thing to do? I needed to resolve these problems myself. I felt God's presence. I felt His answers, but I'm just ignoring Him. All I said was, if only Clara had a second chance in life. And if only I would be dead instead of her.
Is Aaron in?
Dear Clara, ever since you came into my life, I felt strong love affection towards you. I felt the same for you too today. What you have done in the past is one of the biggest mistakes you have made in your life. I know deep inside you, you wish to start all over again. I've granted you your wish. I hope you had learned your lesson and would cherish your life more. I once dreamt of a home beside the sea and having little kids with you as we live happily forever. I guess I have to sacrifice my dream now. I wanted to give you a second chance. That night at the beach, as I prayed to God once more, many things went through my head. I've never learned to love a girl this much. I'm afraid of losing you and to see you in such a dreadful state. I want to see your smile in your face. I always loved your smile ever since I know you. It's a terrible decision for me to make at the last minute, but I wanted all this badly just for you. When you ask me for forgiveness, honestly, I can't bring myself to forgive what you have done. But after much praying and thinking, I think it's better for me to forgive you. But I can never forget the love that we once had. Perhaps by the time you read this letter, I might not be by your side to carry on our peaceful and loving life forever. I'm sleeping peacefully under the bed of the earth soil. Clara, I know you must be weeping right now, but please don't feel sad for me. I want you to start and cherish your new life and learn to appreciate people. If you really miss me badly, I'm still not totally gone, because if you gently touch your chest now, you can find a part of me inside you. I still breathe the air you breathe. Smile and stay happy always. And remember, before doing anything in life, think of your responsibility and consequences. I hope that you will find more meaning to life soon.